Oh, okay. Someone said here, bad news, 3C. Marvel is considering looking for a new director for Spider-Man 4 instead of John Watts. My friend, where's the bad news? Where's the bad news in that? I nothing against John Watts. I really do like the guy, and he's got a proven track record. His movies get John Watts, the director of Spider-Man: Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. I don't want to be a dick. His Spider-Man movies are flavorless to me. I don't know how to explain it, but the way Mark Webb or Sam Raimi went about directing the Spider-Man movies, they just have so much style, so much oomph. And the John Watts movies feel like such a corporate take on Spider-Man. Like his movies feel like, yes, this is just meant to sell toys. This is just meant to sell merchandise. And I know that's always what happens at the end of the day, but there's always something like a little soulless about his version of Spider-Man, which I feel so bad for saying that because I have nothing against John Watts. I'm sure he's a nice guy, and I'm in the minority. You go to John Watts' track record of Spider-Man movies, nothing but bangers, okay? So obviously, that made a whole bunch of money. And let me pull it up. A whole bunch of money, and it's like it's certified fresh, 92. Okay, yep, 87% people like it. Then we go to far. What I was about to say, fart from home. That's what we all do, right? Okay. Then we go to Far From Home, and again, it's 90. 95. Loved it. Audiences and critics, they loved it. And I mean, I don't even know if we have to look up No Way Home. And like, No Way Home is literally one of those rare movies where over time we see a lot of the flaws in it, and it's not a perfect movie, but damn was I hyped over it, and damn is that a memory I'm gonna hold dear and near to my heart. So hearing that John Watts might not be returning, and they're gonna have someone different. Here's the current rumors. Sources Daniel RPK, which has proven himself reliable, has gotten stuff wrong in the past, but has some reliability to him. He was saying here that Drew Goddard is reportedly between Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios' choice to direct Spider-Man 4 in case John Watts doesn't come back. I think there's a good chance Watts does come back because, again, I just showed you he's brought in financial success, brought in critical success. He's the safest bet to go. But I, as a Spider-Man fan, I desperately, desperately want a new vision and style to him. Because, like, you think of so many iconic swinging scenes with like, okay, like, I hate to do this. Like, I know The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not the most beloved movie in the world, but you cannot deny the look, the feel. Like this opening scene, my guys. Like, I'm sorry, but John Watts never came out with any swinging like this, anything that hyped us up this much. Like, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the most beautiful looking Spider-Man movie to this date. So much style, so much flair, so much personality to it. And I want that back in Spider-Man. Even going back to Sam Raimi. I mean, for Spider-Man 2, if we go, that's how popular that game has been. But like this train fight scene that what the heck, man? Come on now. Sorry, I'm on my, I don't have YouTube Premium on this one. But okay. But like here, like what Sam Raimi did here, all of this, it's just so iconic looking, so beautiful. Just that, this moment here where he's swinging to him and we're pulling back and it's the reflection of Doc Ock's glasses. We don't get scenes like that from John Watson. He's definitely given us some great stuff, like the Mysterio fight scene in Far From Home. Beautiful, beautiful. But I feel like there is just something lacking. So, me personally, if John Watts doesn't come back, I'm going to be okay with it. I'm going to be happy. And you know what's going to be weird is I know this director is probably just not going to get as great scores and reviews as John Watts because he just seems to like hit every bulletin point that critics apparently love about Spider-Man. But again, it feels flavorless. It feels like you hit all the points in a teacher assignment. So by process of check marking off, you should get a perfect grade. But I feel like someone like Drew Goddard is going to take some inspiration and do a little stuff. So yeah, I know people love John Watson. I'm sure if he comes back, maybe he'll add something new. But I'm happy if they gonna get a new director. And Drew Goddard has been someone attached to Spider-Man for a long time. For the longest time, he was actually supposed to direct the Sinister Six movie, I believe. He was going to be the guy to direct the Sinister Six movie that maybe was going to feature Andrew Garfield because it was going to be connected to that universe. That didn't happen, of course, because Sony be Sony. But this guy also, he didn't he? Let me see. I think he created the Netflix Daredevil show, which everybody seems to love that and consider that show much better than what has happened in the Disney Plus stuff. And that would also makes you wonder, because we've heard Daredevil might be part of this Spider-Man movie as like the MCU character they attach to every Spider-Man film. Who better than to bring the guy who brought one of the best interpretations of Daredevil on there? He's also wrote the Cloverfield movie, which I really like. He's done a bunch of other stuff, so yeah, I'm down for it. I think it'd be cool, but again, we'll have to wait and see. These are all rumors and speculation. Doesn't mean it's actual fact, but in my personal opinion, as a Spider-Man fan, that's why I saw the funniest tweet. Maybe I can find it. It was like, here, how to be a Spider-Man fan. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Literally, okay, this right here. This sums up everything. How to be a Spider-Man fan in this one simple step. Number one, hate Spider-Man. Literally, that it's so funny. That's the conundrum of being a Spider-Man fan. I love this character so much, but I love him in such a specific, unique, Sam Raimi, depressed, sad, always getting beat up kind of way that the MCU Spider-Man just doesn't seem to do it for me. I love the PlayStation Spider-Man. I love the Andrew Garfield, the Tobey Maguire, and there are definitely things I do love about Tom Holland, and I'm so excited for his movie. But it's so funny how, as a Spider-Man fan, you hate Spider-Man. It's like, I love this guy, but man, do I hate 80 to 90% of the content they make of him. We are so picky, so naggy. It's the toxic thing about being a Spider-Man fan. I'm glad you brought that up, though. I'm glad. um, so yeah. You guys want to talk about the Deadpool 3 situation? Yeah, okay. So, fair warning, before we get into the Deadpool 3 stuff, I'm just going to say right now, guys, bit of spoiler warning, just because it's leaked set photos and it ruins a couple of characters and maybe a couple of Easter eggs. I don't think it's anything gigantic or mind-blowing, but if you're someone who wants to go in basically not knowing anything, best to maybe click off the stream or this video I have on the Clips channel. So let's get into it here. Now that the strike is over and Deadpool 3 can go back to filming, they went back to that spot where we first got the set photos, and they did reveal this official photo. So this is an official photo.